Yes, greetings brothers and sisters. Hope you're all doing fine out there. We have this bank holiday weekend and the weather's nice, it's picking up. We've still got a couple of months to go before summer. If you're new to this channel, if you've been watching this channel for the first time, please subscribe. And you know what to do. Share our videos, like our videos, and leave your comments down below, please. We're here to speak about Robbie Shakespeare, one half of Sly and Robbie. I know he passed away several months ago. He passed away on the 8th of December of 2021. We're now in April of 2022, and I never got the chance to actually speak about Robbie. This is just a short video. I'll do a comprehensive one about Sly and Robbie, how they got into the business, how they set up the taxi label later on down in the year. But this is just a little homage to Robbie Shakespeare, the great bass player from Jamaica. You know, Robbie was born in 1953 and he passed away on the 8th of December, as I just mentioned, the 8th of December of 2021 through kidney failure. And even though reports have said that they don't know what he died from, it's not really been thoroughly confirmed. It is really noted that he died from kidney surgery and kidney failure. So, you know, that's another sad loss, you know, for the Jamaican music industry. And we've lost so many people over the last couple of years, especially Bob Andy. We've lost people like Daryl Washington, Millie Small, you know, Johnny Nash, Bobby Digital, and the list is just endless. There's so many more we can mention, but Robbie is one of the latest ones. Of course, we lost Euro as well, and we did a little small homage to Euro here. And we're going to do some follow-ups on these great legends that we've lost through COVID and so on down in the year as well. But Robbie was a great bass player. He was part of the group, the Aggravators, which backed a lot of Bunny Lee's productions in the mid-1970s. You know, the Aggravators were really known for the flying cymbal sound. We call that the hi-hat sound, which is really, which really dominated the dances and the recording industries in the mid-1970s. And Bunny Lee had heard Al Green's band in America playing this hi-hat sound around some of his songs around that time. I think one of the first songs was Here I Am Baby, with the hi-hat sound came in, and Bunny Lee heard it. And his musicians had heard it as well. Members of the Aggravators had heard it. And when they heard it, when Bunny Lee heard it, they said, yes, this is what we want. And at that time, Robbie Shakespeare was a very young musician. He was only about maybe 20, 21 at the time. And he was just freelancing. He's also playing in the city and the North Coast as well, in the hotels and so on, and playing with a multitude of musicians around at that time. And then he became part of the Aggravators, as I mentioned, which Bunny Lee's productions around 1974, 1975. So a lot of Johnny Clark songs, a lot of Cornel Campbell songs, John Holt, and the whole 9 yards. And then that was actually where, as according to what Bunny Lee said, that was where that him and Sly Dunbar became an item. Because when I say item, not romantically an item, but they became immersed in their musicality. So they worked together on productions, because up until then, they know, even though they're knowing each other, they never really thoroughly worked with each other. They were like distant. But Bunny Lee got them in the studio as part of the Aggravators, because Sly was also playing bass for the Aggravators, and then Robbie was playing. Sly was playing drums for the Aggravators, and Robbie was playing bass for the Aggravators. And this is around, say, 1977, 76, 77, thereabouts. So just after the hi-hat sound had been phased out by the new rockers sound, the militant drumming sound of the rockers. And Bunny Lee said he got them in the studio, and that was the first time that Sly and Robbie worked in the session. I think it was around one of John Holt's recordings. And after that, they formed the professional, well, no, I shouldn't say they formed, that's actually wrong. They were part of the Professionals band, which worked for Joe Gibbs at Joe Gibbs' studio, Retirement Crescent in Kingston there. Of course, you also had Lloydie Parks, sometimes on bass, but sometimes when Lloydie Parks couldn't make the session, then you had Robbie Shakespeare on bass guitar making the session, and of course Sly on drums. So they were called for Professionals for Joe Gibbs, which was the dominant one of the dominant studios and labels of mid to late 1970s. And then their rivals was Channel One. Joe Gibbs' rival was Channel One. And Sly and Robbie rocked up at Channel One, and this is where they formed the Professionals, because even though they played with the Professionals, they formed the Revolutionaries at Channel One. So you had the Professionals for Joe Gibbs, which Sly and Robbie was a part of. Then you had the Revolutionaries at Channel One, which Sly and Robbie was a part of. And they actually formed that group. And they backed a lot of the songs, like some songs from the Railing Souls, Things in Time, songs from the Jays, Truly, songs from Freddie McKay, This Year Festival, which was a festival song winner for Freddie McKay in 1976. And so many of the songs of around at that time, for you reggae buffs out there, you sort of know the songs around at that time, mid-1970s to late 70s, 76, 77, 78. Some of the Mighty Diamond songs like The Right Time and so on, those songs have been backed by Sly and Robbie and the Revolutionaries. And the rhythm section, of course, drum and bass. So Robbie played in so many songs. It is noted that Robbie played in over, well, this is what I heard, according to a report, played over a million songs along with Sly Dunbar, and not just in Jamaica, but other parts of the world, because there was so much in demand. Because the Jamaica sound, the reggae sound, the rockers, the Militant Steppers sound, and the rockers sound caught on around the world. And then Sly and Robbie were in such great demand to go to other parts of the world and play in other musics. They played in Brazil, in some of the samba songs. They played in the soul world. They played in the rock world, the pop world. For example, they backed some of Rolling Stones songs around that time as well. They backed some of Paul Simon's songs. They had, that song by Grace Jones, a big hit she had in 1981, Pull Up to the Bumper. They played on that. Yeah, Sly and Robbie played on that song. It was actually Robbie's bass on that song there, and of course Sly's drumming. They formed a taxi label. We're going to talk about this some more down the line, but we just hit upon this. They formed a taxi label in 1979, and one of the first songs, if not the first song they produced, was Gregory Isaac's, of course, Soon Forward. Soon forward, come turn me on. That me soon forward, come turn me on now. Classic song for Gregory Isaacs, 1979. It was the #1 hit for the Kurula in 1979 in both Jamaican charts, for RJR charts and the JBC charts. And of course, Sly and Robbie not only played on that song, they actually produced it on a taxi label. As I said, that's the first song that they produced on the new taxi label, which was formed in 1979. They also backed a lot of Blackaroo songs. Guess Who's Come to Dinner, Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, Natty Dreadlock. They produced that, and of course, they played on that as well. They also produced the album Guess Who's Come to Dinner from Blackaroo. All the songs, and there was only about, I think there was only about 9 songs on the album. Yeah, 9 songs. I've got the album here. I haven't played it for a while. So there's not many songs on the album. They played on the whole songs, and they of course produced it on the taxi label, of course. And I'm gonna see if I could put some things up there for you to see. The labels and some pictures. So as this video is going, as time is elapsing on this video, you can actually see what we're talking about, the label of the taxi, some pictures of Sly. So take it all in and dissect it. So of course, another Robbie, Sly and Robbie as well, not just Sly, but Robbie and Sly. We're going to talk about later on another time about how Sly changed the drumming pattern in the late 70s from the rockers, from the rockers to the steppers, and of course Robbie's bass was really, really prevalent in this and very, very essential, because his bass playing, the energies around his bass playing was very, very, very hard to replicate, and only Sly Dunbar, only Robbie Shakespeare can play bass like that. Only Sly Dunbar can play drums like that, and only Robbie Shakespeare can play bass like that. So the great man's passed away, and it's such a shame that we've lost a great man, Robbie Shakespeare. And even though this video is coming about 4 months, nearly 5 months late, but I said I've got to do something about Robbie Shakespeare, because Robbie Shakespeare is an icon within Jamaican music, and it was on my mind to do it, but because I had things to do, and I wasn't, as you know, I wasn't on social media for a long time, and I wasn't able to do it. But I want to thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, Chrissy B Emotive, if you've not done so already. We're also on TikTok, Chrissy B Chrissy B Emotive _ 444, and Instagram, Chrissy B Emotive 444. We're on Facebook as well. The link is down beneath. You can see the links down on the YouTube channel. Just click on the links. It sends you right to our social media sites. And of course, share the videos. And if you like the videos, it helps so much with the algorithms, because the like is what really gets the video out to other people. So the more you like the video, is the more the video reaches a wider audience, and that helps with the channel, helps us to get more subscribers, more likes, and it helps to grow the channel. And of course, the more subscribers we get, there's going to come a time when I'll give out some prizes. When we get to 1,000 subscribers and so on, then I'll be giving out some prizes and so on. So you're going to benefit. Some of you are going to benefit from this growing of our YouTube channel. So we say, rest well, Robbie Shakespeare. And I just feel for Sly right now, because Sly has lost a lot of his people. He's lost Dennis Brown, he's lost Gregory Isaacs, he's lost Junior Delgado. You know, he's lost a lot of people who he would have worked with as well. And so we'll just say, rest well, Robbie Shakespeare. Thank you for the memories. Thank you for the music. And thank you for playing those great bass lines and those great classical songs from the 1970s going into the 1980s and in the 1990s as well. And right up until he passed away, he was making music and producing and playing rhythm bass and so on. And we just say what the works Sly and Robbie did was just absolutely amazing. And as I said, this is the first part of many parts, because we're going to come again down in the year and do some more. We've got the Mighty Diamonds to cover. We've also got Sly and Robbie to cover as well. And we've got Bunny Wailer coming up very, very soon, so look out for that one. So we say thank you so much for your time. We'd like to say adios, au revoir, arrivederci, salam, hotep. Peace and love. And before I forget, yeah, he was born in Kingston. I like people sometimes say, so Chrissy B, where was he born? Where did he die? Before I forget, yeah, Robbie Shakespeare was born in Kingston, and he passed away in America. I believe it was Florida, America. And they were actually operating on him, and he passed away. They were saying through, some reports say through kidney failure, some reports say through an operation to his kidneys, and the operation actually triggered him, and he passed away via heart attack through the kidney. So I've heard a few stories, but it's not really been fully confirmed. It's only 4 months, so maybe we'll know in a few months' time what the actual cause of the great Robbie Shakespeare's death was. And so, but whatever the case was, it's a sad loss, and reggae bass will never be the same again. A lot of those legends are passing away, and we're going to come here all the time. I don't want this to be a tribute channel. Like I said, I want this to be a channel where we celebrate our icons in reggae, our icons in the arts, in soul. It's mostly predominantly reggae, but we're going to spread it to other genres as well. We're going to talk about Kemet, about our people in the ancient times, and we're going to mix it all up, but mostly predominantly it's about the arts, especially about reggae music and about our people, especially in the diasporas, but also we speak about our life from the motherland. We're going to be doing some our life very soon. So you don't want to miss these things, my brothers and sisters. Stay tuned to Chrissy B Emotive and subscribe if you haven't already, and like the videos, because it helps with the algorithms, as I said, and it would just be a big help. So once again, and for the final and last time, adios, au revoir, arrivederci, peace and love, my brothers and sisters. Guidance.